Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. Now, I have long maintained that there is no sense whatsoever in buying a homage, lookalike, copycat, whatever you want to call it, of an affordable watch. It is the one occasion where the old save up and buy the real thing argument does actually apply. You know where this one is going, don't you? That's right, I just bought a homage, copycat, lookalike, call it whatever you want, of an affordable watch. I'm not quite sure why I did it. I think I know why I did it, but I'm not 100% certain. And I must admit, I feel a bit dirty. Let's flip the camera and see what I bought. Alright then, so what have I purchased that makes me feel a little bit dirty? Well, I bought a BERNY. Now that does not in and of itself make me feel dirty. I have bought a BERNY before. I bought one of their dual crown compressor divers a couple of years ago. Now I know a lot of people won't touch BERNY because of the brand name. It is somewhat unusual. A lot of people, especially people my age, when they think of BERNY, think of this BERNY. He's the walking corpse in the middle, by the way. Me, I think of this BERNY. He's also the walking corpse in the middle. So it's not the name that gives me the ick today, it's the fact that I probably should have bought the original watch instead of this one. I kind of think I know what I was doing here, but maybe I don't. Yeah, you see what I've done, I'm sure. I'm sure that the majority of you will instantly recognize what this watch is supposed to be. What this watch is homaging, is copycatting, is looking alike. Sure, it's a kind of generic field watch design, but it is rather specific to one particular reference. So this BERNY is pretty much a one-for-one copy of the Seiko reference SNK809, a watch that was one of the best sub $100 watches you could buy a few years ago, and was arguably the best starter watch, the best kind of first watch to get a teenager or young person into this hobby. So why did I buy the lookalike and not the original? Well, I bought it because it's less than $50 on AliExpress. I will of course leave a link in the description of the video if you do decide to go this route yourself. But unlike the Seiko, the BERNY is made of titanium. Perhaps you can read that on the dial there just above the 6. That makes it the cheapest titanium watch I have ever bought. I think it's the cheapest titanium watch I've ever seen, and it's full titanium case and bracelet as well. If you've seen a titanium watch for less than $50, please leave me a comment, leave me a link. I will investigate it, and if I like it, I will buy it. Not only that, you can see here quartz. There's a little quartz tab here underneath the crown. Maybe I can pull it out without completely unwrapping it. Push the crown in and 4 ticks per second. It's a Seiko VH31. Titanium, sapphire, VH31, less than $50. Rightly or wrongly, that's why I bought it. Alright, let's peel off the stickers and have a look at it in more detail. And there we are, the last tiny sticker on the dial there confirming that that is indeed sapphire crystal. Alright, I'm back and I've sized the bracelet, and my $50 BERNY is now a $56 BERNY because it broke not one, not two, but 3 of my admittedly rather cheap $2 bracelet sizing tools. In fact, I had to get medieval on its ass to get the link out by hitting it with a hammer. I wonder if I might be using that hammer again later on today. Remember that link in the description, folks? Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Let me do it so that you don't have to. Anyway, while I'm here, I may as well go through briefly the usual review process, starting with dimensions. They've kind of copied the 809's dimensions, so it has a diameter of 37.3, a thickness of bang on 9, and a lug-to-lug of 42.5. One change, however, is a shift to 20mm lug width. Always a good idea because that means you can dump the rather nasty bracelet straight away. Weight is 72 grams with 2 links stubbornly removed, 50 meters of water resistance, flat sapphire crystal, and as discussed, it's a Seiko VH31 in the back. And in fairness to BERNY, it looks like a titanium case back as well. Only press on though, but 50 meters, that's fine. It does have that slightly powdery feel that you get from cheap titanium though. That includes the case and all throughout the bracelet, but again, in fairness to BERNY, it does look like they have put a titanium clasp on it, or at least it says titanium on the back there. Some brands used to put stainless steel clasps on their titanium watches because they were, well, a little more durable, but also because they were cheaper. The tiny crown at the 4 o'clock though, not exactly a tactile delight. I'm going to end up breaking 3 fingernails just like I broke 3 sizing tools to get that one open, I fear. Alright, dial and hands as discussed, they are carried over 141 from the Seiko SNK 800 series range. The 809, by the way, was the one on the full stainless steel bracelet. As such, it has a really clean, simple, classic field watch style. But with the 800 series, they reversed the normal setup of the numerals. So 5 to 55 on the outside, 1 to 12 on the inside, little triangle at 12. The BERNY logo, quartz titanium, everything printed on nice and crisply. By the way, I just had a look at this one under a loop and it's all right. Similarly, the handset are also all right, nicely proportioned. Crisp white against the black, and it has that traditional long second hand with lollipop counterbalance and red tip to break up the monochrome look. And believe it or not, there's actually quite a lot of lume here. And more than that, the lume is actually quite decent. The whole thing is just printed on, but it glows quite bright initially, and if I turn the speed up, it's still hanging on in there, even towards the end of my test. Cheap watch almost invariably means cheap lume, so this one is actually okay. And as you'd perhaps expect from a fairly small titanium watch weighing in at 70 grams, it's really comfortable as well. You barely know you are wearing the thing. 3 holes of micro adjust in that old school clasp, by the way, so I would suggest wearing this one loose. I'd probably suggest not wearing it at all though, if I'm being honest. And again, legibility not too bad from the overhead shot, the benefit of using that crisp white on black colorway. But no, I cannot honestly recommend that you buy one of these, not even for $50. The difficulty that I had sizing the links, the fact that the bracelet is sticky at either end and sticky to touch, the fact that the crown is so unpleasant to operate. And let's just revisit the pricing again. So $50 US in a variety of different colours from AliExpress. However, by the time I got mine landed in Australia, paying taxes, etc., it came in at just under 100 Aussie. And for just under 200 Aussie, you can buy the real thing. Now the Seiko isn't made of titanium, it's made of stainless steel. It doesn't have sapphire crystal, it only has Hardlex mineral crystal. But it also has a 7S26 automatic movement, which is great to look at through that display caseback, and it's a Seiko and not a BERNY. So yes, I just broke another one of my rules, but in doing so, I reminded myself why I made the rule in the first place. So there you have it. Well done for making it all the way to the end of the video. Why not watch the one where I bought a fake Seiko Sarb so you don't have to, or watch the video on the SNK 809 that you should buy instead of this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.